Yo, hey, thanks for having me, everyone. My name is Jeff. I work at Taiko. Um, After all the talk of pre-confirmation and stuff, I'm up here to basically just show you what we have, what we've worked on so far, and where we're at comparison to like what we currently have live as like uh, I guess going from like the Hepla, like the base roll up, first base roll up, launching a little bit early and going through some troubles, like where we're trying to get to. So, um, we have something live on what the hell they're dev right now, and if we click to compare both networks, we see we already got a confirmation that's live. That's like a live pre-confirmation with one of our partners, Gattaca. You can see the current based roll up on the right is sort of that's the current user experience of a based roll up right now. When you get that, you're gonna show it. And 15 seconds is actually pretty decently fast because you're at the mercy of when the block pick's included. Pre-confirmations, obviously, there's a lot of work and a lot of moving parts to go into it, but 2 seconds is kind of where we're at right now. And this is not with a centralized sequencer, it's not with any centralized component, really. We actually have multiple pre-confers running for that right now. So I'm running one, Gattaca is running another one, and we have transactions going to the mempool. We don't have a special RPC. We don't have anything going on. It's just transactions go to the mempool like Ethereum. Sequencers grab them. If you're a registered pre-confer, you get to pre-comp. So going to mainnet, which is hopefully soon, we'll have multiple partners. We have Nethermind, we have Chainbound, we have Gallica. We're going to be running us. These will be the initial pre-confers running. So hopefully, we're the first base rollout, but we'll also be the first people with decentralized and permissioned, but multiple groups of pre-confirmations. We have another little demo here that my buddy made. You can sort of see the difference, I guess, between the two. I've never actually ran this one. Maybe it doesn't work. Let's see. Hello, video though. Yeah, there we go. So we can see the video of it running, and you fire off multiple transactions, right? Like, how does this work when multiple transactions occur, not just one? And you can see the blocks are being added to the Explorer here. These are the pre-confirmation blocks. All 15 have now been added into multiple blocks on the Explorer, and all your pre-confirmation transactions are done. The average pre-confirmation time, 2.7 seconds. The current base rollup experience, one transaction made it into a block. It was lucky enough to get included when the proposer was building a block and going to make it. The other ones are just sort of chilling. This is not to downplay based rollups and their current functionality, but that's just sort of the realistic expectation of it, is that you're at the mercy of L1 block time and also profitability. Um, who knows how there they go. So we can see we got 14.19x increased speed time. How does that get enabled on? I'm going to try not to kill you guys with slides. You know what I mean? I got like 3. Bear with me on the slides. A lot of people got a lot of slides, there's a lot of numbers and stuff. This is just how we get here. Right now, if you're going to do pre-confirmations on Taiko, you're going to be in trouble with our existing protocol, because a bunch of small blocks is super expensive. And one really big block is cheap, because every time you do that, you have to make a more based, right? L1's our sequencer. You have to propose that block onto L1. That means every time you propose a block, that's another L1 on chain call. So you want your block to be as big as possible, right? You want to make a super big profitable block. So if we were to run this pre-comp demo and just move it straight to mainnet, bankruptcy. Right. You kicked us out a bunch of small blocks. So we had to kind of redesign the entire protocol from the ground up, which is what we saw in the pre-comp demo a second ago, which is running that Pacaya for. We're now not really, I wouldn't call us a block-based protocol. We're batch-based. So current Taiko, call propose each block individually. Small blocks frequently incur higher costs than large blocks. What we have now with Pacaya Fork and on the demo we saw with the pre-confirmation is you get to propose a batch of blocks, and all those batch of blocks obviously share commonality, because it's my turn to be the pre-confer in the look ahead. like I'm the L1 validator that's opted in, and I get my whole epoch. I can obviously just aggregate a bunch of small blocks, propose them on chain by the end of the time it's my epoch, and that gets proposed as a batch. Since that shares a bunch of commonalities, we get to save a lot of money proposing a batch instead of a block. Obviously, that has some implications for proofing. Right now, each block you prove on-chain as well. So each one is a single on-chain call because every block you propose needs to be proved. So a bunch of small blocks, expensive. Those Preconf fork, which is again, the live one we saw, is you prove an input state root, an output state root, and then all the blocks in between doesn't really matter. You still have to run them locally as a prover, but you get to basically submit a much cheaper proof on chain. Each batch of blocks is now the proof, or is what you submit to the Taiko L1. So that's kind of a lot better for proposing, better for proving, and sort of enables us to set the block time of Taiko L2, which, coming very shortly to mainnet, to something that's actually going to be usable. And that's going to be like the most important thing, is to have something usable to enable base rollups to get rid of the negative stigma they have, which is right now, it's like, yeah, the tech is the best, but like, I mean, just look at something like Gmail. Like, do you think like anyone cares whether it's SODB or POP3 under the hood? Like, tech nerds do, but like, does mom, does grandma and stuff? I just want like a good UX. And so we want to satisfy the tech people because we care about the shit. We also want to satisfy people who just want to have a good user experience on chain. And that has been a big challenge. We kind of got it there with this idea, and there's still optimizations to be made, but that sort of is the best meeting in the middle that we can find to make sure that like we're there in the line, we're crushing it, and it's still a super usable experience. We're never going to get instant block times with this, but we're going to get really good ones, and it should be a good experience. And they told me not to do this, but if you want to use it yourself, it's going to go up and down. We're still working on it. We're going to be adding the additional pre-confers going through, but if you want to use it yourself, you can send me a DM on Discord and I'll send you some funds on it. Deploy, help break stuff, help try it out, do whatever you want. If you want to send me 2 Bitcoin back, if I send you one, then I fall for scams. So you can send those straight to me on Discord as well. Very naive and vulnerable. Works with all existing tooling. I want to point that out. There's no special anything because this is just like, there's no centralized sequencer where the transactions go. There's nothing you need to configure in MetaMask. There's nothing to configure in Hardhat, Ethers, anything. Just send the transaction. It's going to get pulled from the mempool by whoever the current Preconf phrase. So it should work out of the box just natively with literally everything. If you do end up using it and you have any feedback, fire it to me as well on Discord, because that's kind of what we're looking for is move fast, ship fast, and try and get this stuff out to make base rollups as good as they possibly can be ASAP. And the best way we can probably do that is by having people use the stuff that we make. We also have, since I had a lot of time, a couple pictures of my dog. This is Miles. This is her. She was a puppy. Super cute, right? Piercing blue eyes, just so tiny. Like, she's on the shirt as well. Here she is, so happy. Like, she's hurting or something, destroying stuff. I don't know. It's her, their best friend, Simba. They're just out there crushing it. We live in North Vancouver, so, just living the dream. And one of her favorite balls, look at the couch they destroyed today. It's like massacred down there, And what the crazy thing is? I showed you like 5 pictures now, and you said the transaction on Hetblet still wouldn't have gone through. But on the base, the pre-confirmation, you would have been able to do like 20 swaps, right? Well, like none of the stuff, it's completely different, like a completely different experience. And let's see, I got like 5 more pictures, but we're gonna do one more, or we're gonna pop out a good one here. That's cute. They're out in the woods, That nice. That's pretty much what I got. You saw them, they're fast, they're good, they're coming. When they hit mainnet, we expect this to be a big move forward. We're trying to do everything technologically correct. And, if 2 seconds block time is what we end up with, then that's, sometimes like a 10 to 15 to 20 times improvement over the current situation. And the main thing for me is right now we are slower than Ethereum mainnet. To use an L2, you should be faster than Ethereum mainnet. We're now faster than Ethereum mainnet, and there's going to be incentives to use it and come. And if you get 6 times faster transaction times and the fees are cheaper, then, we're crushing it. And then further improvements will come, obviously. I do hope people go and actually try and use it as well. And I'll put that back up for one. So let's do one more picture of the dog. She loves cheese. So if we, oh, where was I with the slides? So you tell I did tons of prep here. Yeah, so if you want to use it, please screenshot this, send me a DM, try and use it. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for listening, guys, and I hope the next demo that we get to show is mainnet. And hopefully sooner rather than later, right? Thanks.